4 cats and 2 butlers live here. My goal is to make sure the apartment doesn't smell like it. It's hot, it's humid, and this is not looking good. When you lived in tiny apartments for as long as I have with 4 feline friends, you quickly realize you can't mask the smell. Eventually you have to deal with where it's really coming from. An air purifier helps, but it can only handle what's already in the air and not the source of the smell. Usually there are 4 places where every cat apartment hides odor. And nothing I'm about to show you is exciting, but it's what I actually do around here every week or so. So let's play a little smelly hide and seek. The litter box area is of course a little too obvious, but the first hiding spot is somewhere else. It's here. The window hammocks, blankets, and even this white couch. Every time a cat lounges on fabric, they leave behind skin oils, saliva, dander, and if you're lucky enough, maybe a little vomit. You of course can't see it, but bacteria can. They feed on it, and what you eventually smell, that vague, stale cat smell, is them digesting. So this is what I use to get rid of them. Regular 3% hydrogen peroxide. It's pet safe, cheap, and unscented. It also breaks down the bacteria that causes these odors. Pour it into a fine mist spray, then a light mist over everything that's soft that the cats like to be on. Of course, things like cat blankets and beds still get washed when the time calls for a deep clean, but this is just what I do in between to help keep odors from building up. Luckily, it dries quickly so the cats can come back. That's our first one. 3 spots left. The second hiding spot is one you can't touch. Humid air. Humid air is that stale smell's favorite roommate. Bacteria grow faster in it, odor molecules travel further in it, and when it's hot and humid like today is, odors will linger. My fix runs in this corner, a compressor dehumidifier. It pulls this much water out of the air, which is equal parts satisfying and concerning. But these machines can of course be bulky and large, and they can put out some extra heat. So if you don't have one, this is what I used before, and it did work in some smaller confined spaces. Calcium chloride absorbers. These little tubs full of white pellets that slowly drink moisture out of the air. In my old studio, I kept them in the closet or tucked in the corner by the litter zone. And of course, bathrooms are where a lot of apartment litter boxes end up, so that's where I think a dehumidifier would help a lot. Also, if your air conditioning has a dry mode, it's a dehumidifier you already own. You can also turn on the bathroom fan so that the humid air gets escorted out of the building. That's 2 we found. We're already halfway there. Now for the obvious one. We'll start with the litter and then we'll come back to the box itself. Because the smell actually starts long before you scoop it. The moment urine meets litter, a reaction starts. And the product of that reaction is ammonia gas, which is that sharp smell that hits the back of your nose. Most people will reach for scented litter or baking soda, and if you've seen my baking soda video, you already know that I'm not a fan. So it's better just to minimize that smelly reaction instead. Two things get mixed into every fresh litter batch: granulated activated carbon and zeolite. Granulated carbon grabs odor molecules and holds onto them, and zeolite, a natural porous volcanic mineral, absorbs moisture while helping reducing ammonia odors before they build up. Mixed in, it's hard to tell they're even there. So, Rosie approves. 3 down, 1 left, and it's the sneakiest one. The last hiding spot is the one that fools everyone, except maybe veteran butlers. Even though the litter box looks clean, something's still there. And here's where it's hiding. Every time a cat buries their business, their claws carve microscopic scratches into the plastic. And it's not just litter boxes. Any scratched plastic or rubber surface like food bowls, litter mats, or litter box liners can slowly start holding onto odors, which is why stainless steel is usually always preferred over plastic alternatives. But where we can't avoid plastic, uric acid and other bacteria can settle into those scratches, and it's deeper than any regular wipe can reach, which is why it's important to use enzyme cleaners. They're designed to break down the uric acid itself, but the catch is that they only work if the area is saturated for a time. So just spray and walk away. Once 10 to 15 minutes have passed, you can go ahead with a normal wipe down. And we found our 4. The soft stuff, the air, the litter, and of course the plastic. The hiding spots never change, but they might adjust a little bit from time to time. And remember this from the beginning? Well, it looks a little happier now. It's always satisfying seeing the air quality head in the right direction after I've gone through the whole routine. If you're curious about any of the products that I use, I'll leave everything linked in the description below. Of course, the other half of the system is how the apartment stays clean in the first place, employees included. That one's on screen now. I'll see you there.